Tonight, 4 brave women are sharing their very personal and emotional stories in hopes of giving a voice to the faceless figures. Over the summer, the CBS 2 investigators uncovered startling statistics about Black women and crime. Investigating Injustice, Black Women at Risk takes a deep dive into the data, revealing a decades-long trend that continues today. In 2022, there were more than 269,000 crime victims in Chicago. Of those, about 67,000 were Black women. Those 67,000 women represent 25%, or 1 out of every 4 crime victims in the city. Now compare that to Chicago's population, where Black women make up just 16% of people living here. Tonight, CBS 2 investigator Dorothy Tucker meets the women who wanted to share their stories of encountering crimes in places they visit all the time, places you may visit too. A warning, their stories of their physical pain and emotional scars may be difficult to hear, the photos hard to see, but necessary, these women say, to shine a light on the larger problem and send a call for help. One story in particular ends in a tragic twist.
Chicago.
Sunshine already in Chicagoland. It'll be here for a while.
For all it has to offer, can be a challenging city.
New at 10, we're learning more about the victims in the horrific hit and run over the weekend.
At least 57 people shot over
38 violent robberies in 3 weeks.
Especially for Black women.
Miss Patterson is moving slowly, just out of the hospital recovering from gunshot wounds.
I get in my car every day and I'm concerned about what will happen to me. You know, I don't know if today's the day somebody want to carjack me. I don't know if today's the day that they want to rob me. I don't know. And that's scary about being in Chicago and being a Black woman, because we are not protected.
Consider a mundane trip to the gas station. In 2022, 66 Black women were carjacked or robbed at the pump.
I was filling up my gas for the week. It was over the weekend. I was filling up my gas for the week, for the work week.
Sierra Jameson was one of them.
I had a young gentleman come up to me and asked me, did I smoke? I said, no, sir, I do not smoke.
She wasn't driving this car. She was driving her prized 2018 black Jeep Wrangler. That's what the man wanted.
He was like literally coming right here. Bitch, give me your keys.
Even though he had a kitchen knife, this single mother and aspiring nurse with a 6-year-old son with autism said no.
What made me say no? Because I observed him. I could tell that he was really, I could tell that he really didn't know what he was doing, because he was flinchy, he was nervous.
She also saw 2 other women nearby who had her back and a bat.
So I'm doing this. I said, give me your bat, give me your bat. So he did me like this, he let go, then he ran.
Jameson was naturally relieved, but then she got angry.
It was a few men here after the incident saying that this young man was standing here the whole day.
But he didn't attack anyone until she came along.
I'm not sure, because I'm a young Black woman, he wasn't targeting me. I know he didn't target the man that came up and through here. I guess he feel like I was gonna be vulnerable, be like, huh, get the key, but no, he got the wrong female.
If Black women feel like they're targets of crime, they have good reasons. Look at the stats. Simply going through their daily lives makes them vulnerable. Last year at grocery stores, 277 Black women were preyed on by criminals. In and around Chicago parks, 162. Even in the sanctuary of a church, 47 Black filed filed police reports. And on the public transportation so many rely on, 769 Black women faced assaults, batteries, robberies, and other crimes just trying to get to work, return home, or go to school.
And they came from right here.
Kenya Murrow and her mom were attacked by a mob of robbers on the Red Line at 95th Street after leaving a downtown college.
He punched me in my face.
I had already knew I was finna die. So I just said, let me just shield my daughter so she won't die.
Fortunately, mom and daughter were not seriously hurt. We can't say the same for Nia Williams, out for a late-night snack.
I feel like I had a life-changing moment that's forever gonna stick with me, simply because I went to go get something to eat.
A couple of euros at Maggie's, that's all she wanted. It was here in Bronzeville a few months ago where her life changed.
I wasn't in an argument with anyone. I wasn't at a party. I wasn't caught in a crossfire.
The police report listed the incident as a street crime. Last year, 1,130 black women were attacked and injured on Chicago's streets.
I was targeted.
3 strangers, unprovoked, started screaming at Williams inside the restaurant. Then they followed her to her car.
That night, I feared for my life.
What happened next was that life-changing moment.
You saw the gun.
He shot, boom, 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 and just started shooting at our head.
Her tone today, kind of matter of fact.
And that was it. I didn't even know I was shot right away.
But these photos from that night, her hospital bed, scream agony.
The biggest burn I ever felt. My teeth are blown out. I have no teeth here on the side. I was spitting out bullets and teeth at the same time.
Williams misses her smile,
yes,
but she acknowledges her blessings.
Most people don't survive, you know, being shot in the face. I'm just thankful.
I'm so blessed to be here.
We need to take you back to Sierra Jamison's story. Remember, she survived the attempted carjacking.
I'm grateful. I went home to my son. I thank God every day that I'm here, because it could have went a different way.
Jamison went home to her son on that day. But less than a month after this interview, she was the victim of another crime. Only this time, she would never see her son again.
We're honoring her legacy. We're honoring her life.
Jamison was murdered just days after celebrating her 30th birthday, found strangled inside her garage, her body lying next to her Jeep Wrangler. The family released balloons in her memory.
My niece is no longer here in flesh, but my niece is always in here in spirit.
What happened to Sierra Jamison is a tragedy. To bravely fend off one attacker, only to lose her life to another. Danger lurks constantly, consistently for black women in Chicago. They are disproportionately impacted by crime more than any other group. This is a problem that needs to be exposed, and that's what we will continue to do. Dorothy Tucker, CBS 2 Investigators.